Hello YouTube and welcome back to this channel. Today we are looking into the number square root of 3 and we are asking ourselves whether this number is rational or irrational. So already on this channel we have proven that the square root of 2 is irrational. I will link it down below if you are interested. And today we are looking into square root of 3. So now let's assume that square root of 3 is rational for the moment. Yeah, okay, so square root of 3 is rational. From this it follows that we can write square root of 3 as a over b, so a fraction where the greatest common divisor of a and b is 1, meaning they are co-prime. So this means we can also write it as 3 equals a squared over b squared, and this is equivalent to 3 times b squared equals a squared. And from this it follows that 3 divides a squared. And because 3 is a prime, from this it follows immediately that 3 also divides a. Therefore, there exists some integer k such that 3 times k equals a. And we can now plug this into this equation in order to get 3 times b squared equals a squared, which is then 3k squared, and this equals 9k squared. And by dividing with 3, this is also equivalent to b squared equals 3k squared. And now this equality tells us something. So because k is an integer, k squared is also an integer. So we have some integer times 3, which then equals b squared. So from this it follows 3 divides b squared. And again, as before, because 3 is a prime, from this it follows 3 divides b. And now in fact 3 divides b on the one hand, and on the other hand, as we have seen before, 3 divides a as well. So this means the greatest common divisor of a and b is at least 3. And this is a contradiction, because our assumption was that the greatest common divisor of a and b is 1. So they have no common divisors. But here we found a bigger divisor, namely 3. 3 divides a and 3 divides also b. For this reason, we found a number strictly greater than 1, which divides a and b at the same time. This brings us to this contradiction here, which means that our original assumption that square root of 3 is rational must be wrong. So here it follows square root of 3 is indeed irrational. So, if this video was interesting to you, please consider subscribing to this channel, like the video. Maybe also go visit my other videos, for example, the proof that square root of 2 is also irrational. I will link it down below. And stay tuned for more videos like this. Until then, see you next time.